surge of energy and as if like you're just consuming much. But he didn't really drink that much, but that was his last water bottle, I assume.
Well, they are comfortably on the last lap here, the last loop of this 9.6 kilometer loop, and he's smiling again. Now, people can smile for different reasons, mostly because they're happy. We've said that Eliud often smiles when it's really hurting. At what point does that smile, Shalane, become a realization that he's going to do this?
I would only assume is when the finish line is in sight. That's the only reason to smile, because the marathon is an unknown beast and you never know. You can never get too confident. So even though he may be feeling good or not so good, you can never swing in emotion too strongly either way. But usually the smiling right now, I think, is because he's hurting, but hopefully there'll be a mixed smile of pain and pleasure at the finish.
Just over 4 minutes to go, and the pacemakers we are expecting to peel off and let him have the Hauptallee to himself to enjoy the moment, an historic moment as we click ever closer to the magic figure of 1:59.59. As things stand, he will be comfortably inside 2 hours. Ed, how are you feeling from here?
I feel like a bundle of nerves. Who thought they were going to see this in 2019? We haven't seen it yet, but who thought that this was possible in 2019? Yes, there are some, parts of this which are, artificial in terms of the pacemakers, whatever. It's not a race. But who thought you'd see someone run sub-2 in 2019? It is beyond the imagination.
When the conversation first started for the sub-2 effort, I said, no way in my lifetime will I witness the sub-2 hour marathon. I truly did not believe I would be able to witness something like this.
Well, the pace car will be peeling away at 41 kilometers, and then it'll be down to the pacemakers themselves to bring Eliud home, and all being well, they will then peel off as well and leave Eliud to run home the final few hundred meters. 1.2 kilometers to go. He is almost there. He has one hand on history here in Vienna. There's Grace, his wife, looking on. She's never seen him race before in the flesh, remember. What a moment for her. What a moment for the children. The pace car has gone. We've lost the laser.
He's getting
It's now all down to Eliud and the pacemakers.
The gloves are off.
He's getting quicker.
He's racing right now. This is racing.
Well, this is true racing. Shalane knows what this feels like through the streets of Central Park in New York, whether it's in Berlin or London. But today is all about Vienna. Today is all about Eliud Kipchoge. We're down to the last couple of minutes to bring him home. Ed, some final thoughts from you.
I'm overjoyed that particularly this man has got to do this. It's not just the barrier being broken, it's something that has existed in this person's head for so long, and it's so gratifying to watch him achieve that.
He's almost there. He can see the finish line. That's the view from Eliud Kipchoge. You can see the finish line where we are looming into view. 1:57 and approaching 1:58. I think we can say with some certainty now that he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going.
Just tell him to move away.
Come on, he says. Come on, this is it. Shalane, a final thought from you.
This is incredible. Eliud's performance is such a gift to the world. His running is a gift to all of us. I feel so blessed to be here today. I hope everyone can hear me smiling through this microphone right now. I cannot stop smiling.
500 meters to go. He has the Hauptallee to himself. All the pacemakers have let him go. As Ed said, he is sprinting into the history books here. They're cheering him on. 400 meters to go. Let's bring him home. This is history unfolding on the streets of Vienna this morning. It's a Saturday run like we've never seen before. Listen at the noise. The crowd getting right behind him. Goodness me, 300 meters to go. He can see the finish line here. Neil Armstrong we had on the moon in 1969. We had Roger Bannister, the 4-minute mile 65 years ago. Edmund Hillary, the first man to climb Everest in 1953. We have 1 minute to go. Eliud Kipchoge is on his way here.
It's not going to be a minute.
This humble farmer who used to run 2 miles to school every day and back. He used to go to the nearest town on his bike to sell milk at the local market. And now, through hard work and discipline, he's pointing. Come on, he says. Eliud Kipchoge has the hand of history on his shoulder. He has less than 200 meters to go. Eliud Kipchoge, let's keep an eye on the clock, into the final 20 seconds. Eliud Kipchoge has on his shoulder, 140, the unofficial time.
There's his wife.
Eliud Kipchoge storms into the history books in Vienna. 1:59.40, the unofficial time. The first man to run a marathon in under 2 hours. One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge. One giant leap for human endeavour. And you know, Kipchoge was right. No human is limited. And now he can celebrate. He has done it. And to Roger Bannister, Neil Armstrong, Edmund Hillary, we can now add the name of Eliud Kipchoge. Shalane, sum it up for us.
I would like to just thank Eliud for sharing his gift with the world, with us today in the City of Dreams. He created an absolute masterpiece that will never be forgotten.
Ed.
That was absolutely beautiful. That last kilometre was absolutely beautiful, with his teammates cheering him on from behind. He's now been held aloft by all of his teammates. There's thousands of people with cameras who want to hug him. There's a Kenyan flag. It's pandemonium at the finish line. He's going crazy. You wouldn't have thought he'd just run a marathon.
No, he looks phenomenal. There are people crying in the crowd.
Well, there was a very carefully choreographed plan for the finish, but that's completely been ripped up and thrown out of the window because Eliud Kipchoge is on. He's still got energy. How on earth do you have the energy to run like this after running at 13 miles an hour for 2 hours? There you can see the unofficial time. We may take a minute or two to make that the official time, but 1:59.40.2 is the unofficial time. Comfortably inside 2 hours, and the Olympic champion, the world record holder, the greatest marathon runner the world has ever seen, is now in the history books. And they are going berserk right in front of our commentary position here.
We could just see his physio, his long-time physio.
He's crying, wiping tears away.
Peter, he is a tough guy who hurts people for a living. He puts his thumbs deep in their muscles and he is weeping in front of our commentary box there.
I want to give everyone a hug.
There is his wife. What on earth must she be thinking? You choose a race to go and watch your husband race for the first time. This is not a bad
It's
point.
a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one.
I wonder what his kids are going to say later today. Oh, Dad, it was okay. It was pretty good.
We see all the Kenyan flags here. This is such a big moment for Kenya, for East Africa, and it's incredible that we're watching this supreme athlete from Kenya do this on the world stage.
There they are. His children watching on with great pride. And I wonder what Eliud is thinking as well, because anybody who's a parent knows that it makes a difference. It makes a difference to see and do something in front of your children. So it's been extraordinary here. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage from the commentary box. Thanks very much to Ed Caesar and to Shalane Flanagan. Brilliant insight and analysis, as always. The celebrations, I'm sure, will last long into the night. We're going to repair somewhere for breakfast. But Gabby, he's done it. And now he can party on the Prater.
Chris Dennis, thank you so much. Shalane Flanagan, Ed Caesar, excellent work there in the commentary booth. But look at these scenes out here. I can't tell you the joy that is radiating from all of the pacemakers, the Ineos team, everyone who has made this possible. His coach, Patrick, he's been with since he was a young boy, grew up in the same village. And these scenes are joyous out here. The family as well. Lynn, Jordan and Griffin, the children next to his wife, Grace, just a little way away from us. They're kind of overwhelmed by what their father and husband has done. He has made history. He has joined a pantheon of greats, humans who push the limits, and to be here amongst this crowd and see the reaction of people who are here is just a special, special moment, a real privilege to see and feel the atmosphere here. There's a scrummage of photographers. They're all desperate to get the shot that they know will be the shot of their lives, potentially. And amongst that throng, just near me here, is Radzi Chinyanganya, who is eventually going to get his microphone under the nose of Eliud Kipchoge. And you can see here Fran Miller bringing him forwards. And there is Eliud Kipchoge walking just past our commentary and studio position. He's heading over here and may be able to get a little word. Oh, he's getting weighed. He's going to get weighed at the moment. This is such an important moment, obviously, for the team to get all his details, get all his data in. And Radzi's just next to us here as well. Eliud's doing the important science. He's obviously got to get that data in. They need this. They need to make sure they know all the details. They've got all of the information going forwards because Eliud Kipchoge will no doubt have another marathon to run. And he hugs team members of Ineos. He has the flag, the Kenyan flag aloft, and hugs more team members. Fran Miller there. An absolutely wonderful scene. Radzi's going to get his microphone in under his nose, I'm sure, any moment now, and we'll hear the thoughts of Eliud Kipchoge. He's a quiet man. He doesn't say a lot, but when he does, it is thoughtful, it's considered. He's such an intelligent figure, a real thinker of running. And there he is now with Radzi. Hi, Eliud. Radzi's good to see you, Eliud, but Radzi's going to have a chat with you.
If you want to come on this side, Eliud, if we come this side, you have just made history.
Yes.
You've become the first man to ever run a sub 2-hour marathon. You've done it.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I am feeling good. It has taken 65 years for a human being to make history in sport. After Roger Bannister made history in 1954, it took another 63 years. I tried and I did not get. Now it's 65 years. I have tried. I'm the happiest man to run under 2 hours in order to inspire many people, to tell people that no human is limited. You can do it. I'm expecting more of the athletes in this all over the world to run under 2 hours after today.
I mean, what incredible words. Inspiration doesn't do it justice. How hard was that run? How were you feeling at the most painful part?
Actually, I can't say and I can't define, but the first thing is when I woke up at 4:50, to actually the starting time, that's 8:15. It was my hardest times even before the start. The time actually it was 4 hours, but it was like 30 minutes. So it was the hardest times. But all in all, the race is actually, the first kilometer is really hard the way it is. It needs actually the perseverance, it needs dedication, it needs the hard run. Yes.
Your pacemakers were fantastic, start to finish as well.
Absolutely. Remember, the 41 pacemakers are among the best athletes ever in the whole world. From the Matthew Sandro, it's the one of the world Olympic champion for 1500, to all the marathoners and everyone, they are the best. I can say, I want to say thank you for them. I want to appreciate them for accepting to do the job. And together, it is not, I am not Eliud Kipchoge, we made this together in this one.
Eliud, to see the reaction that you had, especially from Kenya, with you growing up with a single-parent mother, you're a proud member of the Talai clan. What does this mean to Kenya, especially?
It means a lot to Kenya. I wanted to run under 2 hours in order to tell Kenyans that everybody can step out of his toe and actually think positively to what's required by a human being to do, and all of them can earn a good life. And together, you can make this wall a running wall. And after making a running wall to this wall, you can make this wall a beautiful wall and a peaceful wall.
It's a genuine joy talking to you. It'd be remiss of me not to mention your wife and your 3 wonderful children as well, though.
Actually, my wife and my 2 children are giving me more support. I'm happy for them to come and witness the history. They will be among those who made the history. I'm happy for them.
And just finally, Eliud, what image would you like us to take away from this? You genuinely made me cry watching you cross the finish line. What would you like us to remember about this?
Actually, I want to say the positivity of sport. Actually, I want to make the sport a clean sport. I want to make sport an interesting sport whereby all the human beings can run, can wake up very early in the morning, the run. And together when we run this wall, we can make this wall a beautiful wall. We can kick away most of the diseases by just running. It will be a beautiful wall.
It's a privilege talking to you. It was a privilege watching you run. And on behalf of every athletics fan around the world,
yes,
thank you very much.
Thank you too. Thank you very much. Thank you to the whole world. Thank you to those who watched me through Facebook, those who watched me through YouTube, those who watched me live. And I can say, actually, I am appreciating your time that you sit behind your TVs, behind your mobile phones, behind everything, even following through Twitter and everything, that you have made history together, and together you can make this wall a beautiful wall. Thank you very much.
Eliud, you were great before. You are now an icon. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Immortal, I think. And when he says takes the time to watch me, well, you've made it a little bit less than it ever was, Eliud Kipchoge. And I think you can add to Radzi's words, it's not just athletics fans. I think it's human beings who are in awe and enamoured and impressed by what we just saw. But there's one man that knows him perhaps better than any, and that is his coach, Patrick Sang. And Crystal is with him out in the throng.
It takes a team. Patrick Sang, you're at the heart of that team that made this possible. Right now, your feelings in words, can you describe it to us? It's been 17 years in the making.
I'm still in the moon. I'm yet to come down to Hut. Really excited. Happy for him, for what he has achieved. He's actually inspired all of us that we can stretch our limits in our lives, and we can do more than we think we can do.
What was the first thing that you said to him as he crossed that line?
I said, congratulations, you've done it, and you've made history.
Was there ever any doubt, and what was it like actually watching it from the sidelines, knowing that you've done all the work you could have done?
I watched the race from the Pacers stand, and I saw the spirits of the Pacers, and I watched the race, the changeover and all that. Everything went perfectly right.
What do you think this means, not only for Eliud, but for the rest of humanity?
For the sport, it's challenging other young athletes and athletes that are still active, that they can stretch and perform better than they think. For the humanity, whatever level you are in, you can move yourself to another level.
And finally, what of that time, and can that be broken?
Of course, Eliud has told us that the records are meant to be broken. So I'm sure down the road somebody will come again and say, I want to try it. But history has been made. The first time to run under 2 hours, it's unbelievable.
What a moment. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for all the people who came to watch, the supporters who came from all over the world to watch. Thank you very much.